We're 1 week out from the race, so today is Saturday. We're gonna do our last long run, semi-long run of the training block. So we're gonna do 10 miles today, and we're gonna drive up the canyon to do it. So we're gonna run downhill just to try to get more downhill miles under us, kind of get used to the pounding on the knees, the quads, and should be good. It's not very cold right here, but I think up the canyon it's gonna be frigid, so should be a good one. Still rocking the Saucony Endorphin Pro 4s, and I think they have about 400 miles on them at this point. I should check my Strava, but I've actually got the Alpha Flies ordered and on the way, so those are going to be my next shoes, but I freaking love these things. This wouldn't be right to finish out the training block with nice weather, you know? No response. She's dialed in.
I thought
So,
you were talking.
no,
I didn't
it's
know you
okay.
were talking to
She's
me.
dialed in.
It's a
Everyone.
gloomy day. Yes.
No.
Very
She's dialed
gloomy.
in. Everyone.
Did you show them
She's
how
ready.
gloomy it is?
Yeah, we already went through it. All right, gonna throw down the oatmeal. I've got Relight in here. Nice, man. All right, so the last run of the training block is in the bag. We just did I just did a 12 by 60 second workout. So felt really good. What I was trying to do was kind of feel the speed, you know. I wanted to feel the speed. So it was basically like 12 kind of long strides. Today is Wednesday, so we're gonna be heading out on Friday, driving down. I feel like every race going into it, you have like something that feels a little off. This time it's like basically all every joint down my body feels a little strange. So like from my groin feels a little weird, and then my knee feels a little weird, my ankle, and then my toe on my right side. But I feel like it's pretty normal, so we will we'll see if it affects anything. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident about a 248. It seems scary, but I mean it's downhill, so it should be easy, right? It should be super easy downhill. Woo! Sorry, I'm getting pumped. But yeah, 240. Honestly, so my last marathon 2 months ago, I ran a 256, and that was a very flat course. And so I think I've gained some fitness since then, and I'm gonna be running down a freaking hill the whole time. The entire time it's downhill. I gotta pull up the stats. I'm gonna pull up the stats of this marathon right now. If you've ever looked at Find My Marathon, they have like all these statistics on the race. So it'll tell you like how many participants and what the weather is typically around that time of year in that area. So this is for Mount Charleston. It's April 5th this year. It's a downhill marathon, point to point, and it is a Boston qualifier, and no, it is not a World Marathon Major qualifier. The average temperature is between 53 and 75, so I'm preparing for it to get kind of warm. Race size, so about 1,700 people last year, 1,500 the year before that, 1,600 before that, 1,800 in 2019. BQ percentages, this is what I was interested in. So 41% last year. Is that right? 41% of participants qualified for the Boston Marathon. So I mean that's why people do these events, is like to increase their speed a little bit. But yeah, 41% of the field of finishers got qualified for the Boston Marathon. That's wild. So like I said, my time 2 months ago was a 256, and that's probably not enough for me to get into the Boston Marathon. It might be. It's like a 3-minute buffer, because it's like a 256.57 or something like that. Like I barely got below 257. So it's like a 3-minute buffer, because my qualifying time is a 3-hour marathon. So really, I'm hoping that I can get, like, if I think the goal is to go sub 250. That guarantees me a spot in the Boston Marathon for sure. And then if I can get like 250 would also get me a guaranteed spot in the New York Marathon, which would be sick because it's like a 255, I think, for my age range. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to qualify. We're trying to break down the barriers up to the amateur runners, you know. So the goal is a 258, which is going to mean a 624 average pace for 26 miles. And oh, I should have showed you the freaking profile. Look at that freaking hill I'm going to be running down. So I guess at the end there's like a slight incline and then it ends with a decline. But yeah, it's pretty, and then I guess it looks like at the very beginning there might be a little bit of a bump. It's race week, let's freaking go! It's Friday and we just left the kids with the sitter and we're driving to Vegas.
I love the
All right, so you just threw up. She just threw up. She's not doing well. She's running this race as a pregnant woman.
I'm gonna do it. I hope I don't. Everything will be fine. But you know what I just thought of?
What?
You know the buses, how they like take you up to the very tippy top?
Yeah, yep.
Oh boy. I naturally get car sick, and then on top of being pregnant and the nausea from pregnancy, it's quite the combo.
Shakeout run. Hey. So we're just doing a quick 2-miler, you know, keeping things loose, loosen up the legs, get ready to roll tomorrow. We're gonna do a shakeout run. We found this nice park, and then we're gonna do packet pickup, food, and yeah, be ready to go. Woo! Just 2 miles. I don't know, are we gonna do some strides in a sec?
Yeah.
I don't want to push too hard right now, but my knees feel weird from driving all day. So yeah, we're just chilling, keeping an easy pace, you know. How are you feeling?
I feel my arm is dead. Drake Farron with a 240.
248, let's go. Oh, we got to get our shirts.
Time right now, what
248.
is it? Louder.
Yeah, 345 is what we're shooting for. 415 is the last bus. So honestly, we could get there like 4 and maybe we'd be fine. But it's like 2 minutes away. So yeah, wake up at 3:30. I'm gonna have another one of these, and I'm gonna have this, and then some electrolyte salt drink, and then at the start line. So this is everything I'm going to be consuming tomorrow during the race. So not this element, actually, this Chris Williamson element.
You can't say it normal.
Brought to you by Element. But all this stuff. So at the start line, I'm gonna eat this, like when we're waiting there, and I'm gonna eat, or I'm gonna take a gel. No, my 50, this one, the SIS Beta. And then the rest of it is gonna go in the half tights. It's gonna be bulky, but you slowly just shed them off as you eat them. So I'm gonna have one gel every 20 minutes is the plan. Got this to tape the nips. Got this for the nuthers. Got the Alpha Flies, which I'm gonna be wearing for the first time, which might be really stupid. I'm kind of nervous about Alpha Flies, and I'm gonna be taping. I feel like I might tape back. Do they bug you when they feel? No? Okay, maybe I won't tape. But yeah, Alpha Flies, I think they're gonna be good. All right, guys, so she ran at 3:19 about 2 months ago in the Mesa Marathon. So what is your expectation going into this marathon? Because a lot of people do this one specifically, but downhill marathons in general, because they're supposedly so much easier.
Yeah.
And like you could, if you got a 3:19, you could get a sub 3, according to some people.
So my goal is to get somewhere around a 3:10-ish, 3:12, 3:13. Originally, like last year, I set a goal to run a marathon in 3:16. That's like what I've written on my intentions for the year. For some reason, I love that number.
The pregnancy might take off some minutes, but
just because I don't think the pregnancy would take it off, because I haven't felt any symptoms or weird cramps or anything while I run.
Yeah.
Even on my 20-miler.
But
I didn't fuel as well as I could have, because I just could not keep the food down.
Sub 250, maybe 248, something like that.
Let's go! Finish strong, finish strong. You're looking so good. Let's go, let's go! Yeah, you got it. It's right there. Push all the way through.
I got 3:13 on my watch.
From Alberta.
My feet are wrecked, full on wrecked. I might lose a toenail. I'm so mad about it. Look at this. I hadn't spent enough time probably in the old Alpha Flies. How you feeling?
I am so happy to be done. I cannot tell you how happy
What do
I
you
am
think
to be
about the
done.
downhill assist? It's a real thing for sure. It's
a
easier.
thing.
It's easier.
I was flying. It's still hard
Yeah.
because you get out of the canyon and you're tired from your knees knocking,
Yeah.
and you're like, it's pretty flat. Like
Yeah.
coming out, you had 20 at mile 23. You had an uphill.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, the beginning's easy, but when you're
There's
the most
some
tired,
hills,
there's
yeah.
hills.
Yeah, the last little bit there were way more hills than I thought, and it's rough. Here's the final score: 248.15, 6:15 or 6:25 pace, 83 overall. Like, I can't believe that there are 83 freaking hardcore people out in front of me. That's insane. I thought for sure I'd get top 50, but that's wild. So age division, I didn't even get top 10. That's crazy. There's some fast people out there. Anyways, BQ. Success. Back at the hotel, and my goodness, that was freaking brutal. Audie, how are you feeling? Oh, she's gonna go shower.
I'm gonna shower.
She crushed it. She got a 3:14. 3:14. It's crazy. I got my 2:48. I don't know how that happened, but
Proud of you.
it was inevitable. At one point, it was inevitable. I was like, this is okay. The train has left the station. The train's left the station, and it's happening. So just wanted to do a quick check-in. Feeling freaking awesome. The downhill assist is a real thing. The downhill assist makes it easier for sure. I think I feel more beat up right now than I have after previous marathons. Like, it's really just the pain. My heart rate never got really that high. It was like a max heart rate of 180 at the end. But there was a time when I was going at like a 6-minute mile down the hill, and I checked my watch and it was like a 145 heart rate. So it does feel a bit like cheating, but it feels good to kind of get that under my belt. And then I'm not going to do another marathon until like towards the end of the summer probably. And I really now want to do that on a flat course and make sure I can PR on a flat course. But that was sick. It was awesome. The marathon really is a 20-mile warm-up, and then it's a 10K race. You know, starting at mile 20, 10K race, that's when it really starts. That's when like the real suffering begins, because at mile like 8, 9, 10, I was like, I feel amazing. Like, I might just be able to sprint this thing out the last 2 miles. But then I was like, no, the adversity always comes, the struggle always comes, and boy did it come. Because with this race, you come down the hill, you like come down the mountain out of the canyon, and then you turn into the city, like into town, at mile 20. So from 20 to the end is like kind of rolling hills, but the conditions were absolutely perfect. Like, it wasn't too hot. I had the wind at my back. Like, the wind was blowing pretty strong, but it was pushing us forward. So it was like perfect conditions. Everything was like, it couldn't have gone better, honestly. Like, I fueled it perfect. I paced it perfect, and the weather was perfect. What more can you ask for? I almost pooped my pants because I couldn't they like wouldn't let us off the bus. So then we were frantic to like get to the lines of the bathroom. And then I was frantically trying to like stuff all my pockets with the gels. But once we got running, it was great. It was an awesome marathon. Very fun. I would do it again probably.
Cheers.
Cheers. You got to take your lid off before you cheers.
Oh, really? Cheers.
Cheers. It's kind of good, huh?
Woohoo! My goodness. I just hit a run. Some mid-April snow in the mountains. It's beautiful. So this was my first hard run back from
after the race. I've done a couple like kind of easy pace things, but it was about 2 weeks ago. So finally kind of getting back into it. I set up a plan for my next thing. Since some time has passed, I feel like I've formed a better opinion about the race. All right, so you're wondering about downhill marathons. Should you go do one and just qualify for the Boston Marathon? Like, is that an effective thing to get a faster time and kind of break your PRs? I would say definitely, it definitely is. Like, it is extremely fast, and just being in an environment where everyone is trying to, like, the majority of people doing that race are trying to do it to qualify for the Boston Marathon. If it's like one of those rebel races, I would say definitely go do it if you're like right on the edge of qualifying for the Boston Marathon and you just really want to break that sub 3 or break that sub 3:30 if you're a girl, then for sure go do it. I think mentally it just kind of breaks you past certain beliefs and barriers of what you think you can accomplish. For me, seeing like 6:30, 6:25 average pace, it kind of breaks the mental barriers for myself. And even though it was downhill, I now feel like, yeah, I can sustain a 6:30 pace for a long time. So now, now I'm flirting with like the sub 6 minute miles for a marathon, which would be insane. Okay, so I would recommend it, but I probably wouldn't do it again. Yeah, I probably wouldn't, just because I was definitely more wrecked after that race than I have been after other ones. And I had done Mesa just 2 months before, and I was not doing well at all. Like, just the fact that it's taken me this long, like 2 weeks, to actually get back out to doing hard workouts is, it was pretty brutal on the legs and the toes, and it definitely beats you up more than a normal marathon would. The other reason I probably wouldn't do it again is because the real purpose of that race, Mount Charleston specifically, but I think a lot of the Rebel ones, is just to do a downhill course and to get a really fast time. Like, just qualifying for the Boston Marathon is like the main reason people do those ones, and the main reason that they even exist. So like that part of Las Vegas that race is in, it's not like there's a community there that comes out for the race, and that makes a big difference. Like, especially again, the contrast between Mesa and Mount Charleston, like doing them so close together. Mesa is like a full-on community celebration. Like, people come out, and it makes a big difference. One, with like spectators, like people watching, it's fun, it's like a lot of energy, but then it's also like more volunteers, so the aid stations are more organized. There's more people. There were a couple aid stations where I almost missed a cup, and the group that I was with, everyone said that there was like at least one aid station that they didn't get a drink at because there weren't enough people there handing out cups. So that's something to consider, And the last thing is just the fact that there is like that kind of question mark. There's just kind of like the asterisk on the finishing time, that it's like, well, it was a downhill marathon, so I just want my overall PR that I get, like the PR that I am gonna live with the rest of my life. I want to not be on a downhill course. I think that, I would just much rather have it be on like Boston, New York, one of the big marathons. But we did have a great time at the marathon. It was very fun, very fast, and I would recommend doing it if you're trying to have a major PR and Boston qualify. If you've run a downhill marathon in the past, then comment on this video and let me know what your experience was. Did you like it? Some people are obsessed with them. My friend has done that race, Mount Charleston. He's done it like 6 years in a row. So some people really like it, and it was a lot of fun.